Hi, everyone. Thanks for watching MGS Coaching Football. I really appreciate it. Today, in my continuing sim pressure package, I'm going to share with you one of our rover go blitzes, okay? And we're going to show it to you how we can run it out of one front, both to and away from the pass strength, including 3x1. We can run it to the three receiver side. We can run it away from the three receiver side, and therefore how we were able to simply adjust the coverage. Okay? So we call this Atlantic, which is the front, right? SIXERS. That's our code for this particular rover blitz. SIXERS, right? The Philadelphia 76ers. All right, so this is a sim pressure go blitz. It's in our five front system, which means it's our base 3-4, which is the three down, meaning three defensive linemen with a hand on the ground. Okay. And so I'll first go through these key terms with you, pretty generic and basic, once you understand them, of course. And then over here, I'll show you Atlantic Sixers when the three receivers are to our left, and then the same Atlantic Sixers, when the three receivers are to our right. Okay? So first of all, what is a go blitz? Well, that's what we call a C crash, and it comes from outside the tackle. Okay? So specifically, the aiming point and the read is the tackle's butt. And I'm not going to get into all the different potential reads there, but just so you know, and this is our one freebie for non subscribers. Okay, anytime we run a C crash, it's coming outside in. All right, and the aiming point is the tackle's butt, and we read and react off of what the tackle's butt does. Other than that, non subscribers, you got to push the button. All right, so number two, as I mentioned, we can execute both to and opposite the pass strength, and that is 3x1 and 2x2. All right, so we don't have to check to Pacific or anything. We can run it no matter what. Number three, for those people seeing this for the first time, for those of you who watch a lot of my videos, this isn't anything new. Remember to acknowledge that, yes, it's a different starting point, but it's the same ending point, right? Our end doesn't normally line up here, but he's going to end up in the same place. Right? Just acknowledge that and then make sure to walk through it half speed before you go full speed, right? Even when you got, 4 or 5 year guys doing it. Okay? So different starting point, same ending point concept. The coverage is man free, which means one high, middle closed. Okay? And how we're able to cover the running back in both scenarios, I'll cover that with you as we get into it, which is right now. Okay, so up top, we have the three receivers to our left. So this is a Liz. Down here, the three receivers are to the right. So that's a rip. Okay? So in Atlantic, this is how the front seven line up. That's fixed. Okay, so you notice it's the same down here, even with the three receivers. Okay, the secondary aligns with their same rules. So that's why the Falcon safety's on the left here. Falcon safety's on the right down here. Field corner left, field corner right, right? Boundary corner right, whip right, boundary corner and whipper on the left. So there you go. Okay? So now, mad is the Mike and the dime are going to cover the running back. Okay, I'm going to just stay up top for now. It's both a Lucky and a Louie because the safeties have to spin to the left to the three receiver side. For us, that's always an automatic anytime we get 3x1. Okay? So down over here, the field corner is ace. The Falcon is going to screw down and he's going to be deuce. Take number two. The backer is going to be Trey. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is take care of the coverage and then I'll get into the stunt itself. Okay? It's a four-man pressure. Ace, ball snapped, screw down. He's got number two, ball snapped. The depending on number three's location, he might have to buzz out hard or he may not have to buzz out hardly at all, right? But he's got Trey. Snap of the football. He's going to pop off. Remember the pop off technique? Off the inside foot. And so also please remember, being in the Atlantic, we got all 5 offensive linemen covered. We're either going to get full slide or man protection. Okay? But the dime has the running back to our right. The Mike popping off has the running back to our left. There's the combo. Okay? Ball snap. We got a Louis because we have left 3 receivers on our left. The whip is going to end up being the one safety in the middle, right? Middle closed, middle high closed. And the boundary is ace. So now let's get to the pressure itself. Okay? So in SIXERS, anytime we use that code, that's a rover specific stunt. So the rover knows he's going. All right? On the snap of the football, okay? He's about a yard or so outside, so he's going to go out to get position to cover number 3 first. And he's executing his C crash behind him, right? So there is no collision. Believe me, there's no collision. Okay? The N has to stick to get to the B gap. The nose has to stick to get to the A gap to the side of the call. Right? So standard go. We got the C crasher, D ends in B, nose is A to the call. Okay? So remember, stick to us is 2 gap move. 1, 2, right? 1, 2. And he's just got C gap contained, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4-man pressure. There it is. So now down here, right? Ace, snap of the ball, deuce. Now the dime is Trey, right? So now we got a lucky with a Roger call. Sorry about that. Okay. So now the whip again is going to spin to the middle. And the boundary's ace. Corners are always the ace guys. They got number 1. Okay. So, but because dime is Trey, so it's the closest linebacker to number 3 ends up getting him, right? Okay, because he's blitzing. He's the closest linebacker. He's Trey. He's the only linebacker over here, so he's Trey. So because the dime's Trey, it now checks to a maybe. All right, so I'm going to do coverage again first, right? So on the snap of the football, he's got to pop off at an angle, but he's got to get to the other side of the football. So he could take the running back to our right. He's popping off. He's got the running back to our left, the maybe combo. The Mike and the backer. All right, so now he doesn't even have to wait for him to cross face because he's popping off inside. Stick B, stick A. It's the same thing. But that's how easily we can execute the exact same pressure and make sure we have everybody covered. Okay, so again, the linebacker closest to number 3 becomes Trey. Since he's blitzing, he's not part of the coverage equation. That's why it's the backer over here, the only backer, and he's not blitzing, he's Trey. And we let the safety screwing down, which is going to be the Falcon, have deuce. And I'm talking, when I say this, I'm talking the 3-by-1, not 2-by-2, because it could be the whip. All right, but the safety is going to be the deuce guy. So as I said at the beginning, thank you for watching my channel. I do really appreciate it. Any questions, please reach out to me at CoachMJSullivan@gmail.com because I'd love to talk football with you.